the weekly countdown continues with number 8 of our top 10 hottest kitchen trends for 2017. Welcome back, Jeff. We are anxious to hear what number 8 is off of our top 10 hottest kitchen trends for 2017.
All right. Thanks, Libby. I'm excited to continue the series. Today, number 8 is actually a topic that is near and dear to my heart, as I am an admitted tech geek. My wife is always making fun of me. And so number 8, I'm excited to bring to you is as a result of a recent National Kitchen and Bath survey that has announced that NKBA professionals are including wiring and pathways in the kitchen for future technology integration. Along with that is the continuing trend upwards of more interconnected appliances and docking stations for people's technology. So this use of technology is increasing, and I did a little bit of research and found some really exciting new products that are in the market or soon to be hitting the market that are showing what's going on in this space. The first thing is a new refrigerator that came out from Samsung earlier this year called the Family Hub Smart Fridge. I've actually seen this at home shows, and the tech geek inside me is dying to get one of these, although I can't justify getting rid of my perfectly good fridge. The Family Hub actually has a camera built into it that communicates wirelessly to an app on your smartphone so that you can see what's in your fridge. It can actually also automatically recognize things like milk and other items so that it can tell you when things are out or missing. The built-in touchscreen on the front of the fridge offers recipe suggestions, can stream music, and have like an ordering app where you can build your grocery list. So I'm pretty excited about that fridge, although I can't quite justify it yet. Another new product hitting the market is from Miele. They're a little bit on the higher end of the market, but they actually have a 48-inch dual-fuel oven range. It's a smart oven, they're calling it, and built into the oven is a touchscreen panel on the surface, and even a mobile app that integrates to it that offers actually built-in cooking programs and recipes at your fingertips. So that right on the oven, it's going to tell you what you need to put in there and make it very easy for you to have your recipes there while you're cooking. And Miele's doing some other neat things, actually, from my former life where I used to work at IBM. They're actually working with IBM using the Watson technology that you may have heard about a couple of years ago, where Watson actually beat a human in chess for the first time. It's a self-learning smart software, and they're calling this Chef Watson. And what that's going to do, using something kind of like Google Recipes built into their devices, it's going to actually, through Wi-Fi, in the inside computer, will suggest recipes based on what available ingredients you currently have in your kitchen. So you'll be able to go to the device and say, I've got mushrooms, I've got olive oil, I've got broccoli, tell me what I should make. And it's going to make up a recipe for you based on its artificial smart intelligence, and even give you the calories in what it's making, and give you suggested cooking times and temperatures. I think that's really cool. That'll be something really exciting and useful.
Jeff, I'm actually going crazy over here. Remember the show The Jetsons? Oh my gosh, this is really, we are there.
We are so there, or close to being there. In fact, that it reminds me, when you talk about the Jetsons, the next thing that I found is, I swear it actually, they had to come up with this idea from the Jetsons. If any of you out there have heard of this idea of 3D printing, where they're now able to have printers where you can upload a diagram and it prints out something in plastic. They've actually, this company called XYZ Printing has a 3D food printer. And what it's going to now do is allow you to basically put in, like, let's say, cookie dough or something like that, and it's going to print out a cookie in any size and shape. So you'll basically, it'll have the program, let's say you want a Mickey Mouse cookie, and it will print that out for you and just put it in the oven, and you'll have all your custom cookies. I think that'll be very neat for your home bakers and birthdays and all kinds of neat things.
Oh, my God, that's phenomenal. So you get a nice hot cookie to order.
That's right. And whatever design you want. It's really neat.
Well, I'm absolutely giddy just imagining all this technology. What's next?
The next on our list, this is actually from Whirlpool. So it's really neat because some of the giants in the appliance world are doing some really innovative things. Whirlpool announced, actually, believe it or not, 2 years ago, as part of the Kitchen of the Future prototype back in early 2015, this is a touchscreen cooktop, and I was looking at pictures of it. So the actual cooktop has like a touch screen on it, and it has. So it's an induction-powered burner. So it's not a gas one, obviously, because that would probably melt. But it's a touch screen, and will integrate into social media. So within the software, it will give you recipe ideas and easy way of sharing your ideas and your experience with the cooking. They predict. So this is relatively new. They announced that as a prototype. They're predicting that that'll see the market within. Well, I guess it's 3 years now because they were saying 5 years 2 years ago. So that's coming soon. Social media in the kitchen while you're cooking.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining it almost makes my job easy. I mean, effortless.
Yeah, could you imagine you could publish healthy recipes and all other kinds of neat things. People who struggle to kind of come up with a good idea of how to do something different to broccoli, and now they'll be able to maybe subscribe to a publisher or someone who makes new recipes for gluten-free or special diets right on the devices.
Right, just with the touch of a button, it's there.
Yeah.
And then a little 3D printing, and it's done.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I've got another one here. This one's not some Jetson type thing. This is actually bringing together something that everybody's using into the kitchen, and when you're designing your new kitchen, something to think about. I've seen some friends with this, and I love it. We all have everything, almost everything we use now is charged with a USB plug. So something great to do is adding USB outlets to charge your devices, get rid of all that clutter. You can replace your outlets or have these outlets strategically placed like under the countertop and out of the way so you can charge all these new internet-connected devices without having 10 plugs sticking out of the wall and power strips and things like that.
Oh, it just sounds phenomenal.
And next one on our list, we've got two more items for you. I feel like we're on the Home Shopping Network here. I wish I could buy all these things.
Me too.
The next one is actually a crock pot from Crock-Pot. This crock pot is a little different than the old school crock pots that have been around forever. This one has built into it technology from what's called Wemo, W-E-M-O. And Wemo is basically a wireless app and technology that I guess they licensed that allows it to connect to your phone. So imagine you set up the crock pot in the morning and to cook your meal at the right temperature to be ready for 6 o'clock when you get home. But then you find out that you're running late and you actually want the food to be ready at 7:30. So through the app on your phone, you'd be able to actually turn down the temperature and have it ready at whatever time you want, or vice versa, turn it around and say you want it done sooner so it turns up the heat. So you could actually monitor the progress of your meal from a smartphone application on your iPhone or Android system, which is pretty cool. So taking a crock pot to the next level.
And that accounts for, those of us who have to commute. If there's traffic, you slow it down. And this is phenomenal and great.
Yeah. Neat. Now, the last is right back to our Jetsons idea. This is so you have the printing of your food, of your cookies and such. Now they have something called the Pancake Bot. The Pancake Bot will draw a perfectly customized pancake for you. So you could enter any picture or design you want into the app, from a character to an animal to a logo even, and it will you just put the batter into the bottle on the device, and you'll actually watch it pour out the batter to make that design for you. So it's kind of like the printing, but in this case it's just for pancakes. So now you can make your special pancakes in the morning for anyone.
Oh boy, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how many of these new pieces of technology we're going to see and how quickly they're going to enter into people's kitchens. I think it's just revolutionary, and certainly it's going to make tremendous differences in people's lives.
Absolutely, and there are so many more neat items. I was trying to focus on more of appliances and kind of bigger pieces, but there's so many smaller items that that are impacting diet and other kinds of requirements, such as measurement cups. So if you have a specific diet, you need to measure your calories. They have measuring cups and applications like that integrate into smartphone apps. So many other neat things that are all focused in the kitchen. It seems like that's an area of a lot of innovation among people out there. So a lot of neat things out there.
We are entering into a great era, and thank you for this introduction. Jeff, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you as well, Libby, and I look forward to talking to you next week when we'll introduce number 7 on the top 10 trends in the National Kitchen and Bath future.
Awesome. Can't wait. Jeff Toren is the owner of Kitchen Tune-Up, and he comes to us with these great insights that absolutely you have to just listen to be amazed, if not go out and get them immediately, because they will absolutely change your life. Now, he spoke of pancakes, and coming up I have just the recipe for you. It's local and it's fresh. It's right out of the Bounty of Chester County Heritage Edition cookbook that you must have, and it features local mushrooms.